It's all gonna come crashing down. The Helicarrier S.H.I.E.L.D's floating fortress is plummeting toward the Earth, engulfed in flames and exploding into a million pieces. In fact, we'll bring you 3 times the action, with 3 times the special effects, and 3 times the build time. But wait, why is it falling from the sky? Are the Avengers going to lose their greatest asset? Why does it matter if they have another one already in the works? First, we need a power core and engine systems. So Tony Stark and Bruce Banner meet up in the workshop to work on the specs. They're shocked by the state of the old carrier. "We've got to get started right away," says Captain America. "There's no time to waste. The world still needs a shield." So Cap divides the team into smaller groups. Natasha Romanoff and Clint Barton will work on the stealth systems and internal layout, while Steve Rogers and Sam Wilson focus on the Carrier-S weapons platform. So they decide to incorporate all of their individual styles into the new Helicarrier. Let's call it the Avenger one instead of armor. The Helicarrier is protected by an impenetrable force field generated by the massive arc reactor housed in the center of the fuselage. Instead of the traditional tail fin, there's a large Avengers A logo emblazoned on the back of the fuselage. It may not have any special powers, but it looks pretty cool. On either side of the reactor, 2 jet engines blaze with power. As they line up for takeoff, the sun dips below the horizon, casting the sky in shades of orange and purple. The engines roar to life, and the Helicarrier rises slowly into the air. At first, the team is nervous. And what should they name the next one? Leave your best ideas in the comments below. And if you want to see more epic builds, don't forget to smash that like button. And if you're loving the content, hit that subscribe too. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Will everything work as planned? But as they soar through the clouds, they relax. The Avenger one is a success. They reconnected to the main body by sturdy pylons and capped with distinctive Asgardian runes that glow with otherworldly power. These are the last remaining pieces of the Bifrost. The new Helicarrier is sleek, powerful, and packed with the latest technology. What do you think? Is it better than the original? Which version is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. Now fueled by the reactor and guarded by the force field, they grant the Helicarrier incredible speed and maneuverability. Scott Lang and Hope Van Dyne will handle the new carrier's defensive systems. Of course, the biggest challenge will be moving the giant pieces of the new carrier into place. That'll require brute strength, so naturally that'll be up to Mark's spec. Hulk here. Black Widow and Hawkeye's contributions are on full display. Here, the team has created a spacious, open layout with plenty of room for their command staff. There are even bunks for their long-term missions, but the real highlight is the view. The floor-to-ceiling windows offer a panoramic vista of the surrounding area. From here, the whole team can keep an eye on the world they're protecting. The fuselage is covered in black stealth panels that give the carrier its sleek, otherworldly appearance. But when the time comes, these panels can be jettisoned to reveal a heavily armed gunship underneath. This is the true power of the new Helicarrier. It doesn't rely on brute force or magical artifacts. It's the perfect blend of Asgardian engineering, Stark tech, and good old-fashioned American know-how. Thor strides confidently through the Bifrost and emerges directly into the forge. The Avengers know that they can only stay in this reality for a limited time. Once the Infinity Stones are taken into account, the time travel window closes forever. Stark and Cap argue over the carrier's design. "This thing needs more firepower," says Stark, pointing to the exposed engine pylons. "Let's turn it into a flying aircraft carrier." "We don't need more offense," says Cap. "We need more defense. People's lives depend on this. I'm not going to let you turn it into a weapon." And just like that, the team's fractured. Can they resolve their differences in time to save the day? Well, luckily they do. Then they come up with a brilliant compromise. So they've got to complete the Helicarrier before they leave, or they might be stuck in the past. With a swing of his mighty hammer, Mjolnir, he lights the cosmic forge, causing it to blaze with otherworldly power. Using the power of the Infinity Stones, Hulk lifts the nose section of the new carrier high above his head. Then, with one swift motion, he drops it into place. It's perfect, except wait a second, he put it in backward. Not to worry though. Hulk smashes the offending section and flips it the right way. Now the rear fuselage is moved into position, and the team takes a moment to admire their progress. It's not much to look at yet, but it's a start. At its center, an enormous crystal begins to form, pulsing with raw energy. This will serve as the heart of the new Helicarrier's power supply. While Banner pores over the micro details, Stark makes some bold design choices to ensure maximum power output. He takes full advantage of the space available, creating a massive energy chamber at the heart of the new carrier. What could possibly be better than a Helicarrier? We'll enter my hero creation. We're putting a brand new spin on this iconic Marvel HQ. In today's episode, we're rebuilding the Helicarrier Stark style, with a little help from some Asgardian magic and Hulk power. That's Skillshare. Well, it's an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for anyone who loves learning new things. For example, learn how to write a great story from award-winning author Matthew J. Gilbert, or master the fundamentals of character design from Disney. Animator Emma Van Gogh. The creative possibilities are endless, and the best part is that Skillshare is all about exploring your creativity. Now, let's get back to work. We've got an Avengers Helicarrier to rebuild, but now we need to harness the power of the Asgardians. Meanwhile, on Earth, the rest of the team arrives to survey the damage. As the team gets to work, we see them racing against the clock. Now the real work begins. But the more the team works, the more tension builds. While the Avengers were able to take down Thanos with their combined powers, they learned that they're stronger together than they are alone. At the front of the carrier, Stark's influence is clear. Moving to the rear of the carrier, we can see the influence of Cap and the Howling Commandos. Next, we head to the sides of the carrier. Finally, we head to the top of the Helicarrier, where we find the bridge. With the carrier complete, the team prepares for its first test flight. And with that, our Helicarrier rebuild is complete. It was a long and difficult process, but the result is worth it. But our work here isn't done. The Avenger 1 is ready for action, but what mission should it face first?